Hey guys, it's Crystal Renee here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thanks for joining. In today's video, I'll be giving you an update on my variegated string of hearts. And also I'll be doing some propagations on her as well. If you're interested, then stay tuned. So about 7 months ago in March 2020, my variegated string of hearts was just beginning to trail over the planter. She was looking really good, and I would water her once a week or when the soil was completely dry. I would keep her in a bright and sunny location in my southwest facing window, and I would pretty much neglect her and just let her do her thing. Which brings us to 7 months later, today, October 2020, and she has grown tremendously. She is really trailing and looking great. I kind of want to fill out the pot, so I'm thinking that I want to propagate her and get some of her cuttings rooted and fill in the pot so that she doesn't look so bare on the opposite side. But other than that, I think she looks amazing and I'm very pleased. When I first got this plant, I did think that it was going to be tough caring for this plant, but it is just the complete opposite. And you pretty much don't have to pay it any mind and just let it grow. And when you notice that the hearts are curling up or looking crinkled, that's when you know when to water. Now I've decided I wanted to cut her all the way back to the edge of the planter, which will give me plenty of cuttings to fill out the pot and to grow a second plant if I want it. Because my strands wasn't tangled to begin with, it made it very simple and easy for me to do. All I had to do was snip at the very end of the set of hearts that I wanted to cut at, and I placed each cutting on the table in the same direction so that way I didn't lose track of which way I wanted to start the rooting from. So I try my best to cut each strand evenly and aligned with one another so that it can look nice and uniform once I was done with all the cuttings, as you can see. And because each cutting that I removed was still quite long, I decided that I wanted to cut each one in half and create two cuttings from one so that it can create more cuttings to be able to fill in the pot and create another plant if I would like, as I mentioned earlier. Keep in mind as you are doing this, please remember to keep all the strands facing in the same direction. That way you aren't confused by which end you're going to root. Now that I've cut each strand to the length that I would like them to be, I will now remove 1 or 2 sets of hearts from the end that I will place in water for rooting. When doing this, I try not to cut off so much of the stem to where it's so close to the center stem, if you get what I'm saying. I'm going to show you a few examples of this so you can kind of get the idea of what I'm trying to explain. Now that that is all done, I hope you kind of got the idea of what I was trying to explain to you all. And this is what I was left with. The single hearts, some people try to root those, but I trashed them, unfortunately. And here's my gorgeous pot, what I was left with. And as you can see, this is why I want to fill it in, because it's bare on the other side. But I was left with all these gorgeous cuttings that I will now soon place in water. And yeah, and hopefully from 2 to 3 weeks from now, I will get some nice roots on them. I placed each one of them into this vase of water, and I will sit it in a bright and sunny location. And soon there should be some roots, and I will be able to plant them up as well. If you made it this far in the video, just know you're greatly appreciated. Please give this video a thumbs up, share with any of your planty friends, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have any comments, concerns, or any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. And as I always say, enjoy peace, spread love, and be blessed. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to all my social media platforms. And until next time, happy growing.